Anzalone and the Lions are in a bit of a standoff. Yo, man, look, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty frustrated at this situation, and there's two sides to the coin, and that's something as fans that we have to understand. And I'd like to look at this from both angles and look at it well, but here's the situation. The Lions are not offering Anzalone the deal that he wants. Anzalone believes that he has proven who he is, has proven himself to be the guy, proven himself to be more, that contract being worth more, and the Lions aren't giving it to him. And this is the first time in the Brand Holmes era that we're really seeing some sort of big contract dispute here in Detroit. You got guys who want to be here. That's amazing. Brand Holmes is taking care of his own. But I'll say this, something that if you look, and maybe I'm wrong, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems as if all the guys that we are paying, contract extensions, big ones, are guys that we have drafted. St. Brown, Sewell, Kirby. It's guy after guy that we have drafted, that Holmes has drafted. Anzalone's one of those first building blocks of players that was brought in here to change the culture. But so were a lot of other guys like Jamal Williams. So were a lot of other guys that get brought in, other than Jared Goff, who got his extension, but he's QB1, right? Like, that's going to happen. But Anzalone's the type of guy who comes in here, who's a part of that core foundation, who has gotten another contract, right? It was 1 year, I think, off the bat. Maybe it was 2 years, and then we re-up it. But now he's looking for that longer term, but he is a staple player, and Anzalone is unfortunately speaking out about it. I'm reading here in the Detroit Free Press that he said, "I'm disappointed. I'll just say that. I'm disappointed." Obviously, this year, he's looking to make about $6 million. He's looking for that extension, and quite frankly, man, we pay Derek Barnes. Lions pay Barnes, and we also bring in Jack Campbell, so we know what the future is going to look like. Malcolm Rodriguez, who is injured at the moment, but we know what it's going to be. Grant Stewart, see how he does. Obviously, special teams linebacker. But Alex Anzalone, entering into his 31st year of age, what does that look like? Here he is out loud expressing disappointment, frustration at Holmes, at the contract, at the situation, and I hate it. God. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the time, I'm a very positive person, and I see a lot of the moves that the Lions have made under Brand Holmes and have agreed with very many of them. Back when Patricia was coach and I started this podcast, I was vocal about the ones that I hated. I had no problem saying it. And it's been weird because now for the last 3-4 years, I haven't had a lot of frustrations as a fan. I think one of the biggest ones was when we made the move on TJ Hawkinson, and I was anti that move. And guess what? Turned out I was very wrong. It was the right move. So, I understand where my place is in this, but I'm not going to lie. I hate what we're doing with Alex Anzalone. He is a staple of the defense, huge foundation. You look at the chart of how the defense performed last year with and without Anzalone, and it is undeniable. He is a pillar. He's a friggin' pillar to this defense. And not paying him, not re-upping that contract, speaks volumes about the future, where this team is going, and that Holmes and co. may not see him as a part of it. And I just don't like it. And listen, I'm a fan. I don't have to like everything. You don't have to like everything. It means we still got to deal with it, though. And if I'm shooting it straight with you, I want to re-up Anzalone. Yes, I would love a 2-year contract because he's 31. Let's see how he is at 33. But he probably wants 3 years. He's trying to take care of his family, trying to take care of his kids, his wife, yada, yada, yada. I get it. That's the other part of this business that sucks. It's that it's a business. For us fans, man, we're sitting here clamoring, yelling, hoping for a Super Bowl, hoping for a run, hoping for that big victory at the end of the day. And these guys are trying to get paid. This is their job. This is Anzalone's job. So, yeah, him holding out or holding in for this contract friggin' blows, bro. And at the same time, I get it. I hate it. I don't like it at all. But dang, man. I was really hoping that this would get solved under wraps, that this would, because we all knew it was a contract dispute. That was not even a question. So to hear now that this is out in the open and this is the first time under Holmes that we're seeing it, it just sucks. It just sucks. So I think one of the harder things to hear is Anzalone calling out, I want to retire as a Lion. Like, hearing that and you're like, man, this guy, he wants to be here. He sees the Super Bowl window. And this is something you got to look at these guys with contract disputes. They're not dumb. It's like the guy in Washington, McCullen, what's his name? Terry McCullen, whatever it is, wide receiver. He's been a part of the gritty, brutal grind of Washington's growth, of their ascension. Now he's got a quarterback in Jaden Daniels who can throw him the ball, yet here he is trying to make his money, but he's 30 years old. He's at that tipping point. The guy's not dumb. What do? Go to Carolina where they offer you a ton of money and you're like, well, now I never win a Super Bowl? Because that's the end goal. Yes, they're making money. That's the business. They want to make the big bucks. That's awesome. Congratulations. But at the same time, do you just want to go die in Carolina or New Orleans or one of these scrub places at the moment, especially when you've done the dirty work in a city that needed it? Anzalone was here from the beginning. He's been here from the beginning of this new regime. He wants to retire a Lion. He can see the Super Bowl. It's right there. Anyways, hate it. Hate that this is out in the open. Anzalone, we love you. Hoping for the best. I want to see this contract get signed. 2 years is ideal. But shoot, man, by the way Anzalone plays and everything I'm seeing, 3 years is acceptable, except for the fact that Jack Campbell is on the rise. He's going to have his contract come up here soon. Then you got to sign Hutch. Then you got to sign Jamo. Then you got to sign Branch. Then you got to sign... And the list goes on and on. But hey, man, that's just the news. Just some stuff I wanted to drop to you on this evening in my hot box garage. Got to get an air conditioning out here, cool it down a little bit. But all in all, I'm going to go play some Dungeons & Dragons.